Welcome back to Spirit Hunter Death Mark 2. Woo! 3 days have passed since we brought Hanako's case to a close. Every day since then, I've gone to Konihara Academy to investigate the departed. But progress has been frustratingly slow. I'm getting impatient. Making matters worse, that macabre scene has been seared into my memory. I relive it every night. The departed devouring spirits. It looks really freakier in black and white, honestly. Why did they consume Hanako's soul after she'd already been saved? My only clue is what they said afterwards. I must eat a lot, so I can become beautiful and loved. The departed wants to consume lots of souls to become beautiful. Are they doing it for me, their husband? If that's the case, they won't be able to suppress their appetite. The sun is still up in the sky, yet I decided to head to Konihara Academy. I promised Mr. Kanoe I'd give him my report. I haven't seen him since that incident. Perhaps he's busy dealing with the fallout from Izumi and Horikoshi's case. I pack my bag and get ready to leave. All the evidence I've collected during the previous case has been organized and filed. I've also returned anything I borrowed from the school. I'm just about to leave the mansion when I hear a chime. Looks like I got a visitor. What horrid timing.
What's it?
Oh, it's that one. Hey, Mr. Yoshiki! Entering the mansion is another one of the mark bearers, Ada Nakamatsu. The way he's dressed just screams to all who see him that he's an otaku. I'm not very tech savvy, but I can always rely on him whenever I need help with tech stuff. Sorry, Ada. I'm about to head out now. Let's save the tech lessons for another You're investigating the departed, aren't you? Mo told me. So I'm here to give you a hand. I'll lower the music a little bit. There we go. In this day of age, the internet is an essential component for any spirit investigation. Some rumors even... Oh, you know what voice you should get? In this day and age, the internet is an essential component for any spirit investigation. Some rumors even originated on the internet. Oh, by the way, the departed isn't trending online, which makes it seem that its influence is limited to Konihara Academy. Researching rumors through the internet, huh? Ada's skills might help me open up new avenues for finding leads. I'm begging you, Mr. Yoshiki, let me help. What about your job? You mean my part-time work at the factory? I'm not shrinking my work, okay? My contract ended last month. I'm recharging my energy for the next job. No need to worry about that. Let's go to Konihara Academy then. Huh? I have to go with you? Well, yeah. But, my eyes land on his anime t-shirt. I doubt the headmaster would turn a blind eye to his eccentric getup. In fact, it might start directing unwanted attention to our group, and that would not be good for our investigations. On second thought, you can stay here. I'll call you if there's anything I want you to snoop for online. Employing me as a logistical support, eh? The perfect role for a genius like me. I'll be on standby here then. By the way, have you been taking care of yourself, Mr. Yoshiki? Your complexion looks worse than I remember. I barely get any sleep. I barely get any sleep these days, indeed. I witnessed 2 people die horrifically in a short period of time. Nobody just shrugs that off. It's obviously taking a toll on me. Driving while you're in that state is an unnecessary risk. You should take the bus. I'll give you some of my passes. Here, take these. Thanks. I leave Cujo Mansion, as Ito waves goodbye. Not wanting to waste his kind and thoughtful gift, I catch the bus at the nearby bus stop. After passing M Tower Station, the bus motors uphill toward Koniohara Academy. The hum and gentle vibrations of the engine lull my weary self to sleep. Traffic's no issue and the bus arrives on time. I get off at the stop and walk through the school's main gate. Class is in session, so there's not a single student in sight. Let's go to the infirmary for now. It's completely empty. Oh well, might as well treat it like my own office since I've been given permission to do so. There's no one here. Let's go somewhere else. When I enter the faculty room, I ask one of the teachers to call Mr. Kanoe. Oh, you're here, Yoshiki. Idle hands are the devil's plaything. Let's get down to business. So, where shall we start? The Hanako the toilet case. I've read your investigation report. Mr. Kanoa lowers his voice. He probably doesn't want the other teachers to hear us. It's hard to believe that Hanako's spirit killed Izumi and Oroshiki. Goodness. You witnessed some of it. It's the truth. You have to accept it. I'm very aware of that. Be that as it may, don't think everyone else is going to believe it. To tell you the truth, some teachers and students are starting to wonder about you. They're curious about the man wandering around questioning students. Oh, great. They find me suspicious? Especially our curriculum coordinator, Miss Sakamoto. You seem to have touched a nerve with her. I'm begging you, don't make her mad. Oh, that? Their families have contacted the police. A detective came to our school to investigate. It was only for formalities, though. I managed to send him on his way. That easily? Over 10,000 minors go missing every year. Without it being a clear criminal case, they won't investigate it seriously. Or rather, they can't investigate it. There aren't enough clues. It's true. We haven't gotten any new notices. You'll be the first person to know if one arrives. Oh, okay. I can't see any hints that could lead me to the departed's identity. Figuring this out without any clue is basically impossible. It's not like I'm hoping for a new notice. I just wish there was something I could inspect. By the way, Yoshiki, do you know why I wanted you to come earlier than usual today? I want you to teach some classes as a temporary teacher. Excuse me? Our Japanese history teacher's fallen ill. They won't be returning to work for a while. And since you're here, I want you to teach the supplementary course. Hold on a second. Why do I need you to take this seriously. Besides, you'll benefit from this as well. If you're standing in front of the students teaching a class, it will allay their suspicions and squash their doubts. That will make your investigation proceed more smoothly, don't you think? Ugh. Me become a teacher? Guess I have no choice. Great, so it's settled then. Do whatever you like as long as it'll be useful for the students. I assume you have a knowledge about folklore studies and occultism since you chase spirits. Just use them as your subject matter and spin it as being historical or something. Good luck. I didn't think I'd have to actually teach a class. I'm in deep trouble. One of the teachers gives me some very brief guidance on how to conduct a class. And with that, I head to one of the second-year classrooms in the new building. The moment I enter the class, all eyes are on me. I feel like I'm an object in some kind of exhibit. I want to just turn around and leave. However, I gotta do this. After a quick introduction, I begin my class immediately. That's nice art. Look at that. That's nice. Look at him trying. It's too late now to turn back. Time to suck it up and be a teacher. What kind of lesson should I teach, though? Since I'm acting as a Japanese history teacher, a lesson related to that would be good. 3 topics spring to mind as candidates. Noel family tragedy of H Castle, the horrors of the Great H City raid. Tragedy at H Castle. Remains of H Castle are located in the eastern part of H City's woodlands. It is said that the lord of the castle and his family met a tragic death. From there, I move on to the situation in Kanto region during the Azuchi Momoyama period. For the first time in days, I'm actually happy to hear the sound of a bell ringing. I made it to the end of class. Bidding the students a good rest of the day, I leave the classroom. I return to the special building while responding to the students who greet me in the hallway. Phew. I exhaled deeply, feeling immensely relieved. Given an hour-long lecture with all eyes on me was no easy task. I've got a newfound respect for all the teachers who have to go through this every single day of the school year. Mr. Yoshiki, Mr. Yoshiki. Miss Sakamoto is waiting for you. Please return to the faculty room. What does Sakamoto want from me now? Mr. Kanoe said she hates me. Let's go save first. When I enter the faculty room, I ask one of the teachers to call Miss Sakamoto. There you are, Mr. Yoshiki. Please take this. One of our students found it at the end of the corridor and brought it here. Oh, I like her little watch. Oh dear. It's a new notice? Dear gold prize, Yashima will kill you tonight. I'm watching, hiding in the school. Your beloved, the departed. Looking at the format, it's definitely consistent with the departed's notices. In that case, the target this time is gold prize, and there's a new spirit name, Kishima. You certainly have it rough, huh? Being tugged to and fro to respond to the students' pranks. A sneer crosses her face. I'm guessing she doesn't believe the departed exists. I doubt Mr. Kanoa explained the details of Azuma and Horoshiki's murders to her. Can I ask you something, Miss Sakamoto? Do you have any idea whose gold prize and Kishima are? I haven't the foggiest notion. If you have no more business with me, I'll be taking my leave. I'm a curriculum coordinator. I have a lot of things to do. Look at little bunnies. Giving me the cold shoulder, she leaves the room. I guess that confirms the rumors of her hating me. Alright, where should I start? I can't let anyone fall victim this time. I need to set my investigation strategy first. Time to head back to the infirmary and devise a plan of attack. Oh, found ya! An energetic voice fills the room.
Yo, おっさん。
Sup, old dude? What are you doing here, Shao? Nakamatsu told me you're here, totally. Heard about the case, I want in. Unable to hide my surprise at his sudden visit, I decide to ask him some things first. About Shao. This is Shao Nagashima, a high school student in H City, as well as one of the mark bearers. As you can see, he's one lively delinquent. He plays baseball a lot, so he's strong and fit. Though he does have one notable weakness. I appreciate your concern, but the problem we're dealing with here involves your Achilles heel, spirits. So what then? It ain't my first time dealing with spirits. I ain't no chicken, you hear? Despite his boisterous protestations, he's clearly shaking. While he has more guts than other people, he has a crippling fear of the supernatural. It's so bad that his body practically shuts down as soon as he hears the word spirits. I never asked him why he's so afraid though. Did he have some kind of traumatic event when he was younger? The hell, old man, why you looking so concerned and all? It's pissing me off. What are you doing here? To help you out, of course. Let me be your assistant. Goodness, you're just like A. You're just like I. Where is she, by the way? She said a TV thing came up suddenly, so she couldn't come. Too bad, huh? No cutie idol at your side today. You could say I'm glad, though. I've caused you trouble before, so this is my chance to return your kindness. You're making an awfully large deal out of it. I can't help it. That's who I am. Where did you get that uniform? You don't go to this school. This? I borrowed it from Watanabe's friend. It ain't really a blazer kind of guy, though. This preppy shit clashes with me so hard. It's giving me the chills. Real men only rock a short jacket and harem pants. What? With the pleasantries concluded, I explained the situation to Sho. His determination is as strong as eyes. He's one stubborn fellow who knows what he'd do if I refused. He'd probably rush in alone. It's much safer for everyone if I take him along as my assistant and keep an eye on him. By the way, that old man Damon called earlier. He said he had some urgent business and he'd be back later. That old man's still coughing a mess, huh? What was it again? Doctors make the first patients? Moshida told me something like that. Doctors make the worst patients. I'm pretty sure that's what Moshida was taught you. Speaking of, where the hell is he? Figured he'd be here with you since we're dealing with spirits. Is our boy. God, I love the art. Mashida's a former detective and a mark bearer. He often joins me in investigating strange things. Following a series of events in our previous case, Xiao looks up to him as an older brother. We were actually talking on the phone just last night. He's currently out of town on a different case. He didn't go into detail, but it seems like it's a pretty big case with lots of people's lives at risk. Basically, something that required his urgent attention. So, how are we gonna do this thing? Pretty much the same way we started out with the case of Hanako of the toilet. Focus on the spirit mentioned in the notice and try to prevent casualties. We'll start by trying to figure out the identity of Kashima. If we don't know who Kashima is, we'll never be able to figure out what their grudge is. We also need to identify the gold prize mentioned in the notice. Aren't they like the next target? Correct. If we know who gold prize is, that may lead us to Kashima's identity. I don't know. Time to get moving. Where should we go? Doru and Kinukawa from the student council know a lot about the school's rumors. Let's talk to them. Hell yeah, let's roll! Do that. I always make extra saves, just in case a recording gets interrupted in the spot. There's no one in the student council room. It's unusual to see this place empty after school. Maybe they just headed out for a bit? Let's kill some time here while we wait for them. There's several printouts on the whiteboard. One of them is about the clock tower. Konohara Academy student notice. Konohara Academy's 70th anniversary project, Wake Up Clock Tower. Built to commemorate the school's 10th anniversary, the clock tower is a representation of Konohara Academy's 70-year history. To commemorate the 70th anniversary of the school, we would like to make another attempt to repair the clock tower, and your signatures is required for this to happen. Your cooperation will be greatly appreciated. Let's use our power to move the hands of the clock again. Konohara Academy's clock tower, huh? A symbol of Konohara Academy that looms so large you can even see it from afar. However, the clock stopped moving and the bell no longer works. The student council has decided to take it upon themselves to make the clock move once again. Wait a minute. Whenever the departed's voice rings in my ears, I always hear a bell sounding. Furthermore, when I arrived here from the first time, I heard the sound of the bell ringing. That bell shouldn't work anymore. The students seemed indifferent to the bell back then. I'd assume it was because they were just used to it. But maybe it's because I'm the only one who can hear the bell tolling? But why? On the desk, I find a notepad with something written on it. Student meeting agenda, incorporating measures against mold and pests. How rude of you to call insects pests. I don't find anything useful here.
Yoshi.
The trash can is empty, and its bag liner has been replaced, though it still smells somewhat musty. Thick binders are lined up on the shelf. Records of each year's committee meetings are stored here. Mr. Yoshiki, I didn't know you were in here. I'm doing some more investigation. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? Sure, go ahead. I told Doru about the new notice we found. Gold prize in Kashimi, huh? That sounds familiar to you? Does that sound familiar to you? It does, yes. Can I ask something first, though? Horishiki has been absent for a while now. Some even say she's gone missing. Is it possible that she was killed by Hanako? Can't bring myself to answer her. The headmaster told me to keep it a secret, and I don't want to make her anxious. I knew it. However, she's astute enough to discern the truth through my silence. The rumors are true, then. Once you're targeted by the departed, it's over for you. About that, I think it might be referring to the slit-mouthed Kashima. I'm intrigued. Tell me more. Slit-mouthed Kashima is a spirit that's rumored to haunt the bus stop near the school. That's it? Any details about sightings or anything? I don't really know about the details. Didn't I tell you before? I'm really scared of things like ghost stories. Gold prize, huh? Like the gold prize in a competition? Oh, I see what you're thinking. So the target is a student who has received a gold prize. Do you know anyone like that? I haven't heard anyone winning anything recently. Our school isn't that passionate about club activities. Really? But there are trophies and certificates lined up at the entrance. In the past, we used to be competitive. Before we became a prep school, many students were enthusiastic about club activities and sports. But nobody really likes that anymore. I don't really know the details. Oop, I didn't mean to click that. That was my bad. I can only think of a gold prize in regards of a competition. Except no one at the school has won anything recently. I know quite a lot about the topic since I'm the student council president. The rumor, okay. Oh, and the slipmouth, about slipmouth Kashima? Maybe Michiho knows something more. She loves that kind of thing after all. Where is she? She's gone home, but she'll probably come back if she knows you're looking for her. I think she likes you ever since you complimented her hair. I actually find it quite amazing that teachers don't scold her for her hair. Did I say something wrong? No, it's nothing. Michio might be a bit strange, but she's not a bad girl. Please be nice to her. I asked Daru to call Michio and leave the student council room. The school will be closing shortly. All students, please promptly vacate the school grounds for today. Oops, time's up. Let's return to the infirmary and start prepping for the search tonight. So I don't think we can find any gold teeth yet. Alright, old man, let's get ready for tonight's investigation. Damon should be back by the time we finish. I take a few bites of the convenience store food Xiao brought before I start preparations. Finally, the sun sets and there is no sign of anyone left inside the school. Old man, Damon's late as fuck. I'm tired of just waiting. Let's go on without him. Xiao brings up a good point. There's new notices to worry about. Gold prize is being hunted by Kashima and may be killed. We can't waste even a second. That student council prez said Kashima haunts the bus stop near the school, right? How about we check that place out first? So we're gonna save here. So we'll do that next time. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Check out the links in the description and please have a fantastic day. Bye.